Alright guys, the next tab is the Dawn page, so we're going to go through this one in much detail because this is an important area. The game is free to play, but you can also pay for things in the game. Now, that is done by favor points. You can see that there's a few little thumbnails here. It says purchase extra top mob slots. So if you you see that your mob is only 9 right now, you can actually increase your top mob spot. We went over to this tab and we talked about adding these people in there. Now, why would you want to have more top mob? Because you're able to collect money based on the player's bounty, and you get more energy sent to you every time you have more top mob. So the next one is, let's say that you're tired of your name called MPR Mobman or whatever you've called yours. You are able to, for 10 favor points, change that name. You can do that as many times as you want. As many favor points as you have, you can change that. Your next one is the reset your skill points. Let's say that you are not happy with the way that you've placed your skill points. You are able to reset that. Your skill points are on the My Mobster tab over in the skill area, and we talked about putting those skills on right here. So if you've flubbed up and you actually, I clicked energy and I wasted a skill point, or you are not happy with how much health you have and you're noticing that you're having to use the hospital more than what you would like, you can add more health. So that is at that. You can change your class. Let's say that you're not happy with gaining more income faster. Maybe you want to gain health faster. Maybe you want to gain the energy faster or your stamina. You can change that with 20 skill points. The next tab here is Mercenaries. Now, the Mercenaries are pretty important in this game. We'll come over here. We're going to talk about this Mercenaries for a second. You come over here and you see what this guy's name says, Mega. Now, the Mega means that he is fighting with mercenaries. Okay? So, at this time, you can read that. It says, for 2 hours at 500 favor points, you can fight with an extra 1,000. Let's say that you're fighting with a mobster in the game, and you're just not winning. You're getting your butt handed to you. You can add some mercenaries. Now, remember, when you add more mob members to this is above and beyond your 5 per level. So this is a very good gift here. Now, the next thing is you can see that this is 10,000 mercenaries. The most you can fight with mercenaries is 50,000. You can see that that's 5,000 per 10,000. So 25,000 favor points, guys, to get the fighting with these mercenaries. Now, you will have to renew these mercenaries, and at the very beginning, when you have 10,000, it's every 5 hours you will have to renew those. Now, at a certain level, you are able to increase the time limit on that up to 8 hours with 2 different rackets. Now, we talked about in the territory area. Now, the rackets that you will get are in a mission, and we'll go over that at a later time of what level you're able to do that. So just be careful that you don't throw down, 50,000 mercenaries and forget that you have to renew that every 5 hours. It will cost you 50 favor points to renew that every 5 hours to hold those, and you can do that as many times as you want. So the next 3 thumbnails we have here are buy. What can you buy with your favor points? For 2 favor points, you can buy $1 billion cash. If you want to do that, You can do that. Why would you want to buy cash in the game? Probably because if you need equipment, you will need to have territory. And if you need to increase your territory, now equipment will cost you money. When you come down here, you will see that, let's go over to the actual weapon area here. You will see that there is an upkeep on your equipment. Now, we'll get into this. Now, I just wanted to show you real quick why you would want to have territory, and you need to make sure that you have enough. Now, when you buy equipment, it will tell you, hey, your income is upside down, so then you'll have to come back over to the territory page and increase that. Now, right now, we're at a -0, so we have no equipment in this area. So you're not going to have to worry because we're only at level 1 and we haven't bought anything yet. We just started this just for this tutorial purposes. Let's keep going. What else can you buy? You can buy that energy. We talked about that in order to do that. You have some refills. What is there to refill? If you run out of energy, you can refill your energy. But remember your skill tab over here, you've only got 10 energy. Probably not a smart idea to throw a bunch of your skills into energy at this time. You've got 3 stamina. The next one here is refill your stamina. Now, refill your health for 10 favor points. Probably if you're out of money and you have a lot of favor points, you'd do that. But again, not a very smart buy at this time. Then we have hired guns. Now, we talked about the top mob spots, but you can also, if you're lacking in mob members and you want to, and it's taking you too long, you can actually purchase hired guns at this area. Now, remember, 20 favor points. We talked about all of these buys down here. That's where you would actually increase your hired guns. The only reason you'd want hired guns is if you do not have mob members at this time. There will be a time when you might want hired guns, but if you have tons of mob members, you may want to do your your top mob slots. There is a way to get more top mobs without having to pay for those. That is through the hit list and gaining some tokens that you get on your daily. So there's going to be 3 different tokens that you'll get, and we'll talk about those tokens at another time. But that's for another video, guys. So that is the Dawn page. We've kind of gone through the entire everything on the Dawn page. Next, we'll talk about the attack.